When I first got to Georgetown, I remember that my freshman fall, I had no one to go to services with because I didn't know any other Jews at Georgetown.
Even though as part of the Georgetown community, I didn't feel accepted, I felt kind of pushed away.
I initially did not have very high expectations for Jewish life at a Jesuit school.
It was right after we had started the Maimonides Society with the idea of making sure that the students were organized, that we could bring in Jewish values.
My first encounter with Chabad Georgetown was my junior year. I decided to come for Rosh Hashanah because I could not find anywhere to celebrate Rosh Hashanah, and I had heard about this thing called Chabad and figured it would be an excellent way to meet other Jewish individuals.
As soon as Chabad came in my junior year, that's really when I felt at home at Georgetown, because it really does provide a home away from home.
Like, they were the first one I literally called after my MCAT because my parents are in Shabbat. I called who? The first people was Rabbi Menachem. I got my MCAT score. It's amazing to have. That's what the community, it's more than a community, it's a family to me.
Community is a place where you can be yourself and you feel like you're walking into somewhere that feels and it smells like home. I always felt that Chabad made me feel warm, it made me feel safe.
I was very pleasantly surprised to find that the Jewish community at Georgetown was larger and more active and more united than I could have ever imagined.
I've also gotten to meet a lot of students that are in SFS, as well as other grad programs like the biomedical education program, law students, business students, psych students. And it's a really interesting way to really meet other students that are similar age as me and just doing different things within Georgetown and Washington, D.C. in general.
Service there really spoke to me, kind of the conversation about God, about what it means to be a Jewish student at a Catholic university, just being in the United States, balancing having a Jewish identity with your just basic responsibilities as a college student.
Raheli is incredibly special, and she's made Chabad a place where I think women feel especially welcome, which I know can be challenging on a campus where there often are a lot of male-dominated spaces, but I've always felt like this is a home away from home. I can come, I can meet other young Jewish women who I share a really special bond with.
The more activities we made, the more I saw how much they were there for each other and how their relationship and friendship grew and grew and grew. And when they went out, even after Chabad activities, they went out together to different events and they were completely there for each other. It made me feel very proud.
It's just really nice having like an older, almost like motherly figure here at Georgetown.
Being surrounded by these incredible Jewish women, being able to express myself and my identity to the fullest.
I was asked about, and where's Sam? And they said that Sam is homesick. And when they came home with 2 huge bowls of soup and a little challah. I just truly felt that people cared about me and where I was and how I was feeling.
We had our pink dye, the flour, everything to make a challah. And it was just a really great way to connect with each other, but also we had such a blast.
You don't have to sacrifice your Yiddishkeit, your Judaism, in order to be a professional woman.
Chabad's really helped me learn much more about Judaism in general and a lot of different specifics through classes like the Sinai Scholars program and also Your Israel.
It was wonderful because the Sinai Scholars was a very engaging class, so I could talk to my friends and the friends could also make questions for me. So we were all debating on the table, and this was just a very enriching moment for me.
We all came with a lot of questions we wanted to ask Rabbi Menachem, and we were very keen on hearing out his answers. We had a lot of great discussion. I think most importantly, in my opinion, it was full with a lot of laughter and a lot of great memories, and I think that's what really solidified the memory in my head.
Rabbi continuously puts forth a welcoming environment and tries to always includes everyone and tries to have stimulating conversations at the table.
He respects what you are, but he does it in a way that is, it fulfills your life. It opens his heart, and in the process of opening his heart, he makes us open our own heart.
I have found that the Chabad community extends well beyond Georgetown. As I was in Brazil over spring break and was alone Friday night, reached out to Rabbi Menachem and said, hey, where's the Chabad in Rio de Janeiro, and can you get me in there? And that is what I did Friday night.
You don't need to be any type of Jew to have a home at Chabad.
It's a home, it's a community, it's full of laughter, good food, great people, and it really makes the experience at Georgetown 1,000 times better.
Regardless where you are in the Georgetown ecosystem, you have a place here and your Jewish identity matters. This is a place that you could connect with who you really are and remove all the distractions. Walk in the door and experience a Jewish community.